I can't do this. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say that when they talk to me about what I'm doing. They hear what I'm doing, they start seeing some results, and they tell me, like, I can't do it, it's too hard. And while fasting is hard, don't get me wrong, I think it's one of the hardest things that you can do. But at the same time, I also think it's one of the easiest things that you can do. I think for me, the hard thing is to realize I've been doing this for a while. Like, it takes a while to build up your fasting muscles. I have been fasting on and off for 13 years, since 2010. I did my first juice cleanse fast back in, I started October 4th, 2010. If you follow the channel, you'll see the videos where I document, what I did and how it started. So October 4th, 2010, I did a long 90 plus day juice cleanse. And I mean, it takes a while. I mean, I lost over 200 pounds in a 10 month span, and I gained it back, and I struggled for years to get back going. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it is hard. I mean, going without food is hard. It is tough. It is tough, but it's all mental. And that's why I get so upset at myself when I get off track and I say I'm going to start, and I'll go the whole day, and then 10, 11 o'clock at night, I break down and eat something. And it's just mental. It wasn't that I was hurting. It wasn't that I was about to pass out because I didn't eat. It's just mental. I made it through the whole day, and then get to a point where I'm just like, I just want something. And so it's a constant exercise, So this year, 2023, I've started off fasting. I am currently on my seventh or eighth. I think I'm on my seventh consecutive week of at least 133 hours fasting. So at least 5 days. Since January 3rd, I've gone at least 5 days out of the week. I think 2 times I've done 5 days, and the rest have been 6 days of water fasting. And so I built that muscle up to the point where, like when I get started now, a lot of times you're going to have the keto flu if you've been eating sugars and carbs and, caffeine, things like that. Those first 2 or 3 days are usually just like terrible. But for me at this point, I really don't even recognize it. I don't even notice it. It's not, it really doesn't affect me. Because I've done it so much. So I'm at a place now where, when, it's been 7 weeks, I've lost close to 40 pounds. And, the people in the beginning who were saying, "Oh, you're crazy. It doesn't take all that. Why are you doing that?" Then they start saying, "Well, hey, how do I do it?" Because I mean, it's quick when you see it. When you see somebody, and a little over a month and a half lose 40 pounds. It's like, well, hey, help me out. Tell me what you can do. And I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're not successful. They don't get past the first day because it's such a mental thing. And I have to remind myself, this is hard, but it's also easy. It's the easiest thing because you don't have to meal prep. You don't have to figure out what you're going to eat. You don't have to decide, where you're going to go. You don't have to do any of those things. You just drink water, drink your black coffee. I drink diet tea. That's easy. But at the same time, it's hard because people around you are eating everything. Everything's sociable. Food is sociable. Everything around you is food. So that part is tough. But once you get through, you get that first victory, you get that first day, and you're like, okay, I made it through the first day. Usually, and I have failed on second and third day before too, but for the most part, I would say 90% of the time, once I make it through the first day, I am good. And then I also get the question of, it doesn't take all that. You know, you're gonna do that, and you're gonna do it for a while, and then you're gonna go back to eating, you're gonna gain all the weight back. Well, that's 99% of all diets. You know, that's why I said this time my goal is to figure out how to maintain. That's with anything you do, whether it be Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers, Atkins, whatever you do. If you do it for a time period and say, okay, I'm going to do it for this, or I have a goal, I want to lose this much weight, or I want to look good by this. And then once you get to that goal or that event and you do it, if you go back to doing what you were doing before, you're going to gain it. You're going to gain it back. That's anything. For me, fasting has been something that, okay, it gives me strict rules and regulations. I know exactly what I can do and what I cannot do. I don't feel the bloat. I don't feel, I don't feel all those things I do when I do other diets. Like when I'm doing other things, it's just like I feel good. You get a clarity. You get there's a fog that's kind of lifted after a few days, and you just feel good. You sleep better. You breathe better. And it's a good feeling. It's an excellent feeling, but you have to get there. You have to get there and experience it. And so for me, I can do that. And then so on my one day, when I eat on Sunday, I have, for the most part, what I want. I am diabetic, so I do kind of watch my sugars. I don't like in the past, I would just like ball out, I guess, for lack of better words. I will eat, for the most part, low carb, and then I have one sweet. I allow myself that. I'm like, one sweet for one meal out of the week. I think that's okay. And I'm going to try to start documenting what I eat to show you guys. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. I'll show you guys what I eat. But so this, I'm pretty sure what I'm going over now was my week 7. I'm currently in week 8, but I'm going to put up here my weight, either here or here, my weigh-in at the end on Sunday for week 7, what I weighed, how many hours I fasted, where I'm at, continuing what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing. I finally got past that 270 and into the 60s. My goal is by the end of this month, by February 28th, to be 259. I don't care. I want to be in the 50s. That's my goal. So if I'm not there by Sunday, I'll continue to fast. I won't go past 10 days. I found for me after about 10 days, that's when I start feeling weak, and I feel like I need something with everything, with exercising and working, 9, 10, 12 hours. I do need, that's for me, 10 is the max days I'll do. But my goal is to get into the 50s, which will be 40 pounds lost in 2 months, and continue to do 144 plus hour fast every week.